Hey guys, welcome to the lair. I know we're switching gears here. We've been doing a lot of Lego content or building content, but we've decided to change the channel a bit and go into board gaming. And I wanted to start with a game that has caught my attention over the last week. And I picked up a copy of Marvel Champions. Thank you to Web Warrior Fanatic, who I've been following on YouTube. He does a lot of good content about this game, and I've picked it up and I've kind of fallen in love with it. So today is going to be a quick walkthrough of my first game. We're gonna play a game of Marvel Champions, and I'm gonna show you how I set it up and how we play our first game. So without much further ado, let's get to it. So right now it looks like a lot of stuff on the board, but let me explain to you. Marvel Champions is a game of heroes versus villains, and it is a cooperative game. Today I'm just gonna do a solo playthrough of a game using Captain Marvel. So before we begin, let me show you how to set up the game board. You have your tokens here, which come in the game set. You get a Marvel a hero. Actually, you get quite a few heroes in the base game. You get Captain Marvel, you get Iron Man, you get Spider Man, and I believe you get She Hulk and T'Challa or Black Panther in the base game. And you get three villains. You get Rhino, you get Claw, and you get Ultron. It is advised in the main game to start with Rhino, so that's what we're going to do here. Now, traditionally, Captain Marvel comes with a pre-made deck, but after watching a couple games, I decided to spice it up and make a deck of my own, which is, something that you're encouraged to do. Now, when you get a deck, when you get Captain Marvel, she'll come with her main card, and it has her alter ego on one side and her in hero form on the other, and that's crucial to the game. You'll also get an obligation card. This card goes into your villain deck, so I'm going to put it up here. As you can see, I've sleeved all my decks, and then you get 15 of her cards. So these are the base set of cards that will always come with Captain Marvel. So when you choose a hero, you get 15 cards in a deck that becomes part of Captain Marvel's deck. Traditionally, the game is played with a 40 card deck, so that means you have 25 spaces left to fill. Now, in Champions, the gray cards are your basic cards, and they can be included in any deck. And then the other thing you have to do is choose an aspect. There's 4 aspects in Marvel Champions. There's aggression, which is red. There is justice, which is yellow. There's leadership, which is blue. And there's protection, which is green. And those are your base 4 energies, as we call them, in the deck. So you will see that I have chosen aggression here for Captain Marvel. And so this is the deck that I've chosen to build with her. Now, Captain Marvel utilizes a lot of energy, or yellow energy as her main source of power. So as you can see, majority of the cards that I have here are based around energy. Now, remember, I'm very new to the game, so if there's something I've done wrong, please feel free to correct me, let me know. I look forward to accepting all your comments, critiques, and hopefully improve and become a better player in this game. So right now in my deck, I have Tigra and Hulk. They're both aggression allies. Both have one has mental resource, which is in blue. Sorry, you can't see that. But let me bring it up here. So mental resource, which is the blue energy, and then Hulk has obviously the energy resource, which is yellow. So and then I have 2 basic allies, Mockingbird and Nick Fury. And they both have, all these allies do have certain rules and restrictions, which are read in the card, and we'll see them as we play. I have 3 tag teams. These are really good for doing damage. So basically, when you put a tag team in play, you put 3 counters on it, and if you exhaust it, which is If you're familiar to Magic, it's like tapping the card. You can remove one counter to deal 2 damage to an enemy, so really cool. And then we have Relentless Assault. So this is deal 5 damage to a minion if you paid for this card using physical resource. So physical resources are red in nature. So this would be an example of physical resource. Then this thing does a little bit more. It gains overkill, which I will explain as we get into the game. Then I have some haymakers. These are just instant damage, deal 3 damage to an enemy. And then I have a Quinn Carrier. This one is Exhaust the Quinn Carrier. It's for resource generation. It generates me a wild energy, which can represent any of the energy types that I need. This is a card that I put in my deck because I don't know. I could have put, I don't know if I should have put another enhanced reflexes or something else. I already have 3 endurance. I don't know. If somebody has any advice for what I should put into this deck, let me know. I have 2 endless enhanced reflexes. These also come in with 3 energy counters. And then when they exhausted, remove an energy counter from it and generate an energy resource. So pretty good. And then I have 3 endurance upgrades, and you can play this under player's control, max 1 per player. So obviously I'm just putting this in so I can get them in my hands quickly. I think normally people put in 2. I just put in 3. Like I said, if there's any advice on my deck or how to build it, I greatly appreciate it. I've only played 3 games prior to this, so this is my 4th and the first one that I'm broadcasting. And then there's the standard 2 resource energies. And then I have this resource, which is max 2 per deck. And you double the resource of this card when you're playing Aggression, which is red. So also include Captain Marvel. You get, this is called her Nemesis deck. Now this may come into play when we're playing with our villain here. He has a card that would call these guys into play, and if we do have to trigger them, I'll explain them at that time. But basically, there's an encounter that will be played, and these guys will be shuffled into the deck, and they will create some havoc. That's it. Moving on, we now look at our villain. So I'm going to play Rhino on Expert mode. So basically, there's 3 forms of Rhino. If you play your standard mode, which is Rhino 1 and Rhino 2, then, that's the easy and the standard mode. But I'm going to go for Rhino 2 and Rhino 3, which is the Expert mode. And the Rhino comes with his cards right here. Sorry. So there's 21 cards, but minus the 4 that represent him. So basically, there is the primary mission. So this is called the break-in. This is an encounter that we are going to be defending against Rhino. So what it says is there is a setup. Contents is Rhino 1 and Rhino 2, or Rhino 2 and Rhino 3 instead for Expert mode. Rhino and standard encounter set. So this is the Rhino encounter set. This is the standard encounter set. It's 7 cards. And then you said choose modular encounter set is recommended Bomb Scare. So I have Bomb Scare right here, which is what also adds to the deck. We have to put Captain Marvel's obligation, and then there's 3 expert cards that get added for experts. So I believe that's how you build this deck. If I'm wrong, once again, please correct me in the comments, but that's what I understand when building a deck. So we have our 2 decks, and we've done this setup. So once we complete this setup, it says advance to step B, 1B. So 1B is in the corner there. And it says if this stage is completed, the players lose the game. So basically, Rhino is going to enhance this encounter. So he's going to put encounter tokens onto it, which are these tokens. And it's 7 per player, so there's only 1 player fighting him. So if this counter gets to 7, we lose the game. If Rhino drops Captain Marvel, health to 0, we lose the game. So let's see, at the bottom of the card right here, it tells you what the hit points are for Rhino, and you can see its hit points are 15. So we're going to set this dial to 15 here. Whoops. There we go, 15. And on the end of Captain Marvel here, it says my hit points are 12. So we'll set her to 12. All right, there we go. So the dials are set. Rhino stage 2 is active. So Rhino stage 2 says, when revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for breaking and taking side scheme. Reveal it and shuffle the encounter deck. So because we're starting at stage 2, this will come into play. So breaking and taking, sorry. So I'm just going to search this for breaking and taking. Probably down at the bottom where the Rhino deck's stuff is. Sorry guys, give me 1 second here. Crowd control, breaking and taking. There we go. All right, so the 2 encounters are out. Now this one, it says when revealed, place an additional threat here, which is a threat token like I showed you earlier. And this has a hazard, deal 1 plus encounter card during the villain phase. So we'll get into that when I get there. So right now, this starts with 0 counters on it. This starts with 2 and 1 for every player. So this starts with 3. So this will start with 3 encounters, right? So I'm going to start shuffling up the deck here. And here we go. We're ready to go now. So to start, we look at the bottom here. So we'll always start in an alter ego state. So it says hand size is 6. So the first thing we do is draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now you get to look at your cards and you can decide to discard your hand or a couple of cards from the hand and redraw. It's called a mulligan. I do like the power of aggression. That's an energy resource. Energy channel. So this one is spend X energy resources, put X counters on here. This is really cool because discard energy channel, deal 2 damage to an enemy to a maximum of 10 for each energy counter here. This is a heroic action, so I have to be in my hero setup to actually do that action. But I can play this at any time, so this is good to keep in my hand. Tag team. This one I told you does damage, so I'm going to keep that. I do have this to power up that energy channel, so that's really good. I can use this as another energy resource. And we're the Quinn Carrier. So you know what? I'm just going to keep my opening hand. So normally when there's more than one player, somebody gets assigned first player. This is the first player token. But because we're playing a solo mission, it's just me against Rhino. So I get to start. So I'm going to start the encounter by going to place the energy channel down. I think this says superpower. So I'm pretty sure I have to be in my alternate form. Okay, so let's just begin. So the first thing is Carol Danvers has an action. Choose one player to draw a card. I'll choose to draw the card. So I got another tag team. I don't need them right now. I am going to flip up to my hero face, to my hero. So when you flip up to your hero, you can only do it once per turn. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play the energy channel, and then I'm going to boost it with these 3 resources. So it's got a 3 counter on it. And put this into my discard pile here. So let's arrange this properly. So this is my discard pile here. And then what else can I play? So how did I pay for that? So this is 0 cost, so it comes down. And then I use these 3 to boost it up by 3. So that's great. I also want to play... So I can play tag team. It says to double the number of account of resources this card generates while playing an aggression card. So I won't play tag team. It's an aggression card. So this counts for 2, and I'll use this as 1 more for 3. So that's 3. So 1, 2, 3, and I can put down a tag team. When this one comes in, you put 3 counters on it. So I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3 counters on it. And that stays in play there. And then I have 1 more tag team. And I have the Quinn Carrier. So I'm going to hold on to these for now. So it's now my action. So I will... Let me see what I want to do. I guess I could do damage, but first thing I'll do is I'll exhaust Captain Marvel to thwart for 2 here. So remove 2 from this game here and drop it down to 1. Because, you know, this is going to hurt me in the future. I will then exhaust the tag team, pull off 1 of these, and do 2 damage to Rhino. So drop him from 15 down to 13. I think that is the end of my turn. So what happens at the end of the turn is we ready up, and I draw back up to the hand size now 5, because in hero form she has a smaller hand size. So you can see it over here. Hand size is 5. So I'll draw up to 5, 2, and 3. All right. So I got a Haymaker, Crisis Interdiction. Remove 2 more threat from the game. Then if you have Aerial, she doesn't have Aerial right now. Hero action, deal 5 damage to an enemy, so this is pretty good. If you paid with an energy resource, draw 1 card. And then I have another tag team here. I don't know if I need so many tag teams. We'll see. Anyway, so that's my turn. It's come to an end. So we go to Rhinos. So the first thing that happens in the enemy or the villain phase is they're going to accelerate this threat or this scheme. So they're going to scheme for 1 because it gets +1 for every player. And then he's going to look at me, and because I'm in the hero form, he's going to attack me. So the way attack works in Marvel Champions is he declares an attack against Captain Marvel. I choose, and when he gets an attack, he deals a face down encounter card with it. So this can boost the damage. So I will choose to just take it. So he's now attacking for 3 plus 1. So when we use this card as a boost, we ignore everything that's on the card and just look at the symbols at the bottom. So this is, I guess, a trident symbol. And if you see, there'll be multiple of these on some cards. So right now it's attacking me for 3 plus 1 of these, which is 4. And I chose to take it, so I did not choose to defend. So I will take 4 damage and drop down to 8. And then, so this is where it gets interesting because this is still in play. Normally, he will scheme for, he'll have one threat, but because of breaking and taking, he actually adds 2 threats to the threat board, and now we have to resolve these. So the first one is, when revealed, discard an upgrade or support you control. If cards were discarded in this way, this card gains Surge. So I do not have any upgrades on me. Do I have any upgrades? Support. Oh, there is an upgrade here. So I do have an energy channel. So that's really sucks because I lost my energy channel here. And then for this one, it says Stampede when revealed. This in Alter Ego, I'm not an Alter Ego, I'm Hero. Rhino attacks you. If the character is damaged by this attack, the character is stunned. So Rhino is going to attack me. He's going to attack me for 3. I will just take it, but I'll defend. So I get stunned here. So stun means the next time this character will attack, discard this status and a card instead. So I'll just take it. I'm going to defend for 1. He's going to do 2 damage to me, so I'm down to 6. Not a good start, but that's okay. And that's the end of his turn. Now remember, I can only ready at the end of my turn. So right now I'm at a disadvantage because I cannot do anything with Captain Marvel. And I really don't have any of my... I don't really have any of my minions here to do anything for me. So this is a pretty difficult situation. So... what do I do here? Do I want another tag team in place? I can flip down, but I won't be able to heal. And I can't thwart this. I can actually. If I remove 2 threats from his team, then we'll try to remove 2 threats. So I can use Crisis Interdiction here. What do I give up? All right, so now it's back to my turn. All right, so we're back to my turn here. So that was a pretty bad turn in the last turn. So what do? I have these 5 cards in my hand. I do think I need to play Crisis Interdiction. I can also do something with her. Spend a resource and heal 1 damage from Captain Marvel and draw a card. So you know what? I'm gonna do that right away. I'm gonna spend the Haymaker, heal for 1, and draw a card. Ooh, I got another one of these energy channels. So I will put that into play right now. What else can I do here? I have to pay 3. I should get rid of this scheme here. So I'll pay 2 for that. Yeah, so I'm going to pay these 2, the Quinn Carrier and the Photonic Blast. Ooh, I really want the Quinn Carrier. It's rough. Okay, I'll pay these. I'll put the attack team and the Photonic Blast as resources, and I'll play Crisis Interdiction, which is remove 2 threat. I'm going to remove this threat from here, and this will help reduce the amount of cards that he deals during his threat, his status there. And then I am going to flip down to Carol Danvers, and I'm gonna assault with the attack team here for 1 and do 2 damage to him. So it's down to 11. And that is it for my turn. So I will ready everybody, and I will draw up to 6 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So it was good. I got another attack team here. So that's pretty good. Okay. So that's it for my turn. We're now going back to Rhino. Remember, if he gets to 7 here, he will win the game. So the first thing that he's going to do is he's going to scheme against me. So he's going to add 1 to this. And then he looks at me. I am in my alter ego state. So what he does is he will scheme again. So he gets a boost to this. So he'll scheme for 1 plus the boost off. Nothing, because there's nothing at the end of this card. So at the bottom of this card, there's nothing. So he gets no boost. So he just schemes for 1. Thank God. And that is the end of his turn. Because his scheme is 1 and nothing happened. Okay, so it comes back to me. That was pretty lucky. All right. So Carol Danvers has choose a player, draw a card. So I will. I'll draw a card here. So I have an upgrade here. I have Relentless Assault here, which is really not interested because there's no minions on the field. I have 2... I have a whole bunch of resources here. So I can play another attack team out, which is really good. I can also play my Quinjet. So if I use this, and do I need to thwart? I do need to thwart. She's going to heal this turn, so I should thwart. Let's see. Okay, so let me play the Quinjet first. So Quinjet. So I have 3 here. I don't need the helmet, I don't think, right now. She gets +1 defense though, but I do need the resources. So I'll play these 3 to bring down the Quinjet. I have Avenger. So it says play only if your identity has Avenger trait. She has Avenger trait. So things on this side. Yeah, she's got Avenger. Exhaust Queen Carrier to generate a resource. So I'm going to generate a resource and pay 1. Yeah, pay 1 here. So that's 2. And I put Crisis Interdiction in play. So I remove 2 threat. Oh, no, this is a hero action. Sorry, I can't do that. So let's just do... So she cannot... So I'm going to exhaust Carol Danvers to heal for 4. That makes sense. I don't need to heal for 4. Do I? Heal for 4. Okay, so she'll go back to 11. I'm then going to go into hero phase here. She's still stunned, so I cannot attack, but she's already exhausted, so it doesn't matter. I will exhaust the attack team to do 2 damage to Rhino. So bring him back down to 9. And this will get rid of this card. When those are gone, discard this card. So there you go. So attack team is gone. I will then generate a resource with the Quinjet, which is a wild resource. And I will play Relentless Assault as a second resource to put the Crisis Interdiction in play, which is thwarting for 2. She's not aerial, so I can't do any more than that. So I'll take 2 of these threats off of here. And I believe that is my turn. So I'm going to hold on to these 2 cards and ready up and draw back to my hand size of 5, 3, 4, and 5. That's perfect. And we give it over to Rhino. So Rhino will scheme here. So he's going to add 1 here. Yeah, he's going to scheme for 1. And then he's going to look at me. I am in my hero form. So he's going to attack me for 1. So for 3 right now, plus nothing. So in this section, there is now no more stars. So he hits me for 3. I'll take the 3 damage. So I'm down to 8. And then he's going to deliver 1 threat. When we reveal, it gives Rhino tough status card. If Rhino already has a tough status card, this card gains surge. So he doesn't have tough, so now he's got tough. So he's tough now. So when I hit him with my first attack, it won't go through. It will bounce off the toughness, which is pretty brutal right now because she's stunned still. So I can get that stun off next. Anyway, that's the end of Rhino's turn. Back to me. Let's see what we can do. I still haven't got any of my allies yet, which is really stupid. But we'll see how it goes. So the Queen Carrier. Alright, let's see. I don't need Relentless Assault, so that's another. I can give 3 hit points there. I can put another attack team in play. So that's what I'll do, I guess. Yeah. So I'm going to spend 3 here to put the attack team down. This enters with 3 counters on it. And then I will spend this 1 to give myself endurance, which is an upgrade. So I get plus 3 to my stat here. So I can go back to 11. All right. I'm going to charge up the Queen Carrier and give this 1 counter. And I'm going to tap the attack team, take off 1, do 2 damage to Rhino. And Captain Marvel will attack, but she's stunned, so it gets rid of the stunned counter, so she's back to normal. And that is it for my turn. So I will now ready everything and draw back to my hand size of 5. So 1, 2, there you go, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so I got some good guys here. All right, so that's my turn. It goes back to Rhino. So he's going to scheme first. So he's going to add 1 there. And then he's going to attack me. So right now he's got strength of 3 plus. Oh, one of my options here. I'll just take the attack. So 3 plus 2 more is 5. That's going to hurt, but I'll take it. So I'm down to 6. Which is fine. And then he's going to deliver a threat. So look at it. And this is guard. It's a guard minion. While this minion engages with you, cannot attack the villain. So he's in combat with me right now. And that's okay. I didn't take any more damage. So we're back to my turn. So looking at my hand here, I do have Mockingbird. I do have Hulk. So do I have enough resources to play them is the question. Deal 3 damage. So let's see. If I play Mockingbird, might be good here. Down to 6. I could spend a resource. So I'm going to tap a Quinjet to generate a resource, which I will spend to heal 1 by Captain Marvel. So it goes to 7. I can get to draw a card. So I have Crisis Interdiction again. What's for 1? Yeah, so this is pretty good. I have to bring her down. So 1, let's see. She can remove threats, so 2, 3 from Mockingbird. So I don't need any more endurance. I already have endurance, and the maximum is only 1. So I will use these 3. Yeah, this also generates resource. So I'll use these 3. Wait. I could put this resource into play. Okay. Let's see. So I want to play Enhanced Reflexes. So if I do that, can I get Enhanced Reflexes in play? I think I want to get Enhanced Reflexes. So I'll spend these 2. So to get Enhanced Reflexes into play, he comes with 3 energy counters. 1, 2, and 3. I'll exhaust one of them to produce an energy counter. So that's 1 energy resource. And I'll play these 2, 2 and 3. I know I would love to keep Hulk, but and Mockingbird will enter play. So when Mockingbird enters play, she stuns an enemy. So I'm gonna stun Rhino here. And then let's see, do I want to attack? Move the mercenary. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to activate the attack team. I'll take 1 off and do 2 damage here. So 1, 2. And then I'm going to swing a Mockingbird. And do the last damage here, which will take this guy out of play. And then I'm going to, she'll take 1 consequential damage from that. So these little stars underneath the attack, and if there's a star underneath the actual action, that means to take 1 damage for doing that action. So she did. So she still has 2 health left. And then with Captain Marvel, I'm going to thwart for 2. So take off 2 of these from the scheme, since he's not going to attack me this turn. So that's that. I think that's the end of my turn. I'm pretty happy with that. We're going to exhaust. We're going to ready. Sorry. And we're going to draw 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there you go. So I have 5 more cards here. All right. So we're going to go back to Rhino's turn. So he's going to scheme for 1. And then he's going to look at me and try and attack me, but he's stunned. So this will not go through. And it will get discarded. So, oh, that's good. It was my obligation, so I don't get to do that. And then he's going to deal a threat to me. So false alarm when revealed, you're confused. If you're already confused, this card gains surge. So I'm not confused, but I'll gain confused. So that means I cannot thwart anymore with Captain Marvel, which is okay, I guess. And that's it for his turn. So it's back to me. My turn. So I got Alpha Flight Station, which is exhaust Alpha Flight Station. Choose and discard one card from your hand. Draw one card. Not so cool. Spider Woman, which is great. So she costs 3 to come into play. Power Aggression. Double the number of resources this card will play when paying for aggression cards, which I have none in my hand. So that doesn't help me right now. Enhanced Reflexes. This generates a resource. This generates a resource. So I'm pretty good. So that's pretty good here. So, okay. All right. So my turn. Should I heal? Spend a resource to heal. Let me see. I would also draw a card. So I will do that. I'll generate, actually I'll use one of these counters. Exhaust this to generate an energy counter for here. And then I can heal one and draw a card. Okay, I got Relentless Assault, which I don't need, which is great because I can just use it as a resource here. So I will use these two. So I'm going to exhaust the Queen Carrier to generate a wild resource. And I will then put, so one wild resource, second one, and third one to put Spider Woman in play. I still have a double resource here. I could put Enhanced Reflexes into play. For 2, which is a waste, but I will do it. So I'll drop these 2 and put another enhanced resource into play, which will give me 3 here. And I'm going to tap 1 to put another token on here. So this energy channel has 2. And I think that's it for the actual playing of cards. So what do I need right now? Captain Marvel will try and thwart. So get rid of this confused status. Mockingbird can block. So I will use her to thwart here for 1. And she'll take a consequential damage. So I'm going to block with her. I'm going to use this tech team for 2 to take off this tough right here. It'll attack Rhino, it takes off the tough. And I will attack with Spider Woman for 2 here as well. So take him down to 5. I think that is it for my turn, right? I've done everything. So we're going to ready up. And we will draw 5 cards. So I should see Nick Fury and company in this draw. And sure enough, there they are. So let's see. Okay, it's Rhino's turn. Have knocked off tough. He's got nothing. He's gonna scheme for 1. He's gonna then attack me. I'm gonna block with Mockingbird. He's gonna attack me for 3 plus 1, 4. She's gonna die, get knocked out. So good work, Mockingbird. And then he's going to scheme or threaten me. When revealed, the villain schemes. So here we go. So this is going to mean he's going to advance this scheme here. So he's going to scheme for 1 plus 3. Wow. So this has just gone to 5. It's crazy. Okay, 2 more and he wins. But it's a good thing that we thwarted earlier. So it's back to my turn. I'm actually in not bad shape here. I got allies to play. So let's see. I got 3 enhanced reflexes, so I'll generate 1 here and 1 here. That's 2 and 1 more 3 here. That's 3 of these. Pay 1. Play 1 with Cosmic Flight. Pay 1 there. Yeah. Pay 1 with Cosmic Flight to bring out Nick Fury. When Nick Fury enters play, I get to choose 1. Remove 2 threat from a scheme, draw 3 cards, or deal 4 damage to an enemy. I'll just draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. That means I deck out. Right? And that means I have to shuffle, and I get a threat for that. Because when you deck out, you actually accelerate his plan. So I've decked out. Alright. I have 8 health. I'm pretty good. So Nick Fury, unfortunately, at the end of this turn will be going away. So he only, at the end of the round, Nick Fury is still in play, discard him. So that's pretty sad. But he's going to go. I think I'm pretty good. Oh, this one would have been discarded. Sorry. So, and so would this one. Energy counters. So I don't know, does this stay in play? I don't know if this one stays in play. I think it does. I don't know if enhanced reflexes goes out of play. I'm unsure of that. It's an upgrade, so I guess it does. Okay, so what do we have here? Still my turn. So I can power this up. So right now he's at 5. If I attack him, I can knock him out. But I also got to thwart that scheme. Let's see, what can I do here? I could actually finish him off next turn. I have 2 here for Haymaker. If I give him, yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this 2 right now to Haymaker him. So I deal 3 damage to an enemy. So I'm going to do 3 damage to Rhino. Should take him out this turn. So 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. He's down to 2. I guess Nick will take him out this turn, I guess. And then I can thwart. I have pretty good thwarting ability here. I'm going to charge up the energy channel by 3. So 1, 2, 3. So it's got full charge now. And I I think I'm good there. I'm gonna hold there with playing cards, and then maybe 5 there. So I'm gonna attack with Nick Fury for 2 on Rhino, and that will knock him out. So as soon as he gets knocked out, he'll change to level 3. So let's see what happens in level 3. So level 3, toughness. This character enters the play with a tough status card. And then when revealed, stun each hero. That's crazy. So he's gonna stun me. So I'm going to enter play with a tough. And then he's gonna stun me here. So stun, stun, stun. Oh, each hero, I think. Not ally. So just gonna stun me. And then he just stuns me. I'm not too sure. It says when he enters play, stun each hero. I believe I'm the only hero. And then these are my allies. So I believe I'm the one who gets stunned. Let me know if I'm right or wrong, but that's what I think it is. So what else am I gonna do? And he's also going up to 16 hit points. 16. 16 hit points. There you go. All right. So Rhino stage 2 is complete. Whereas Rhino stage 3, I do need to thwart there. Stun doesn't prevent me from thwarting. I just can't make an attack, so I will thwart for 2 here, and I'll thwart for 2 here with Spider-Woman. So that's 4. So this is back down to 1. And then I'm going to blow up this. So I'm going to use this superpower. Oh, but he's tough. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, hold on. I'm not gonna... Oh, man. Okay, so he's at 5, right? This was at 5. So it's very important here to like figure out what you want to do. So instead of thwarting with Captain Marvel, I'm going to attack to remove the stun. No, I'm still going to thwart with Captain Marvel for 2. So I'll bring this down to 3. Because that's okay. And then I'm going to attack with Spider-Woman on Rhino, and he'll bounce off the tough. Remove the tough. And then I'm going to explode with Energy Channel for 5, which will do 10 damage to Rhino, and then this will go away. So 10 damage to Rhino, because basically it's a heroic action. Discard Energy Channel, deal 2 damage to an enemy for a maximum of 10 for each energy counter here. I have 5 counters, so he's going to take 10 damage. So he's going to go down to 6. So I think that is everything I got. I'm going to ready everybody. So this is my second enhanced, and 1 more left. Ready everybody. And I'll discard 1 of these for Tonic Blast. And draw 3 more cards. 3. Okay. That's cool. Alright. So it goes to Rhino's turn. So he's going to scheme for 1. Again. And then he's going to attack me. This is the threat from drawing out. So this is the attack card, which is +2. So it's got, so I'm going to block with Nick Fury, sorry. So he's got 4 + 2 is 6. plus, yeah, 6. So he's going to do 6 damage to me, which is going to knock out Nick Fury, which is fine. He doesn't have a trample, right? Yeah, so that's it. So knocked out Nick Fury, which is great. And then he's going to deal this threat and this threat to me. So the first one is crowd control, crisis icon. When this scheme is in play, you cannot remove the threat from a main scheme, which is fine. He gets 2 per counters per player. So he's going to get 2 of these. And then the second threat here is when reveal the top card of the encounter deck. So it's a treachery, so it pushes Stampede. When revealed, Rhino attacks you. If a character is damaged by this attack, the character is stunned. So he's gonna attack me. I will choose to block with. Can I take it? He's gonna attack me. 4. Yeah, I'll choose to block with Spider-Woman. So he's going to do 6 damage. So 6 damage will knock out Spider-Woman. Alright then. I think we're in good stead here. And that's the end of his turn. And it's back to me. So I have 2 energy resources. I could spend 1 to heal and draw a card. So I'm going to burn this last energy resource here to heal 1 and draw a card. So I'm going to go to 9 and draw a card here. He's only got 6, so I could finish him off here. Could Photon Blast him. That will only do 5. Photonic Blast will only do 5. And the Haymaker. So, if I generate 1 resource here, I need 2 more for that. And then 2 for this. Okay, so I got the game. So, generate 1 resource from the Queen Carrier. I play 2 more resources here. Right? And I'll blast him for 5 damage to an enemy. If you paid for this card using an energy resource, which I did, draw a card. So 5 damage to him. He's down to 1. I'll take care of that. And then with these 2, I will just play Haymaker, which is another 3 damage. And that knocks him out. So that's the game, guys. Let's get our final thoughts. Alright, so that's my first recorded game, and this is my 4th game of Marvel Champions. Once again, I was playing Captain Marvel. Let me know how I did. Obviously, I'm getting to grips with the game. If I made any mistakes, please let me know in the comments below. If you have any more advice for me, please let me know as well. I'm really starting to like this game a lot. Once again, I wanted to say thank you to all the YouTube content that's out there on Marvel Champions. It really made it easy to kind of pick up the game. It's only been a week since I picked it up, and obviously this is my first game with it. Let me know what you think about my deck build. Let me know where you think I made mistakes when I played, and I look forward to bringing you more content on Marvel Champions, Marvel United, Dice Throne, and Unmatched. Those are the 4 games that I want to play more on this channel. Anyway, thank you so much for your time, guys. Hopefully you're having a great day. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.